Check it. About the midsummer 2000, my first marriage was very rocky, very abusive, very verbally, mentally, physically abusive. So my ex-husband, which is deceased now, he had his ghosting, his anger, his rage. He had his rejections. He had his, controlling. And he kept leaving me. He kept coming back. He took me to 3 cities away from my home. He isolated me. He did a lot of things with me and to me, mentally, spiritually, verbally, and physically. So he one day just decided he wanted to leave. So I was fed up with it. So guess what I did? I went and found me somebody else. So one of his cousins had told him that I was messing around on him. So he asked me about it. I denied it. Period. That's what you do when you living in flesh. So he was a 285-pound guy, dark skinned, 6 feet, 6'1". He was a big guy. And he did not mind literally abusing me physically, like tearing me apart. Big knots on my head, black eyes, busted head, stomping me, kicking me, doing whatever it takes. So then I just start socializing. I was fed up with the abuse. I just start socializing, doing things, that what he did not like. The things I was doing was the things he did not like. He didn't like me to go to baby showers. He didn't like me hang around with people. He didn't like me go to my jobs, to the parties at my job. He didn't like none of that. Like everything of that nature, it was like, no, cut it off. If I did, when I got home, we had a physical problem. So one day I was just like, I was over it. I stayed out with this guy I was dating and I returned to the house. He liked to kill me. He literally liked to kill me. He broke into the house. I was in the house looking out the window. He took the bat, he hit the window, bust the windows out. Ran through the house. I ran through the back door, and all I could hear the bat going across my head. Whoosh. Fell on the ground, got back up. Now, mind you, I'm in a lingerie. I wasn't thinking about the guy that I was with at the time. I jumped in my ex-husband car, which is deceased, my kid's father, and went to the sheriff's station. Boom. Got up in the sheriff's station. I was like, I need y'all to follow me. I need y'all to follow me. It's going to be a bloodbath. Because by my kid's father, which is my ex-husband, the deceased, he was very, very bullyish. He was very intimidating. He was very physical. So when I get back to the house, I thought he done did something to the guy that I was dealing with. But when I got there, the guy that I was dealing with had cut his face, sliced his face open. And when I got in the house, blood drops was all through the house. And I was like, what's going on? And everybody was in the house. They were stunned. Like, they were standing there like, he cut his face open. And I was like, who? And the guy that I was dealing with, he was just on the kitchen counter table with his head down like that. He was like, I had to do it. I had to do it. So what I'm basically saying is, narcissistic abuse is deep. It's serious. And I got many more stories to tell you. And the reason why I'm doing this, because I'm going to tell you and I'm showing you how God in heaven and the glory of him can protect his ones that he truly loves. He wants to protect you, but you got to also want to protect yourself. Blessings to each and every one of you. Much love.